family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not only are the days warm and near record highs, but the nights are moderating as well. Partly cloudy tonight, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, Thursday, the record high is 81. I think that record could fall. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms holding off till Friday night into Saturday. We'll be near 80 on Friday and Saturday, and I think a dry day Sunday with a high around 74. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
This is Lord. Good day to you. Happy you talk. All right. This is Dr. Sidman Azibo. I'm calling on behalf of the school board of the Birmingham, Alabama. I called to ask you about your boy because he go back to the school this week. I'm going to go back to the Tuesday high school. I have to hear him up here. Yes. They say that the boy is fine, but they suspect that you have the two that maybe the boy could be violent and the anger from you because they have me to call you so I can schedule you for brain examination because you suspect that either you or the boy has craniosphenotosis. What is it? That is crazy. It makes you crazy. It makes you very bad temper. I'm a crazy parent. That is what the school says. You do not come to the doctor's office to be checked out. We cannot let your boy back in the school. Okay, well then he just won't be back in the school? Dr. who? Dr. Azibo. Dr. Sidman Azibo. I'm from Nigeria. Please respect me, man. Where you from? You don't call here talking about somebody damn crazy calling. He'll talk about he must be crazy because his mama kind of crazy or she needs brain surgery. I don't need brain. Yes, ma'am. The American black women. That is what you do. You get so angry so quick because you drink the liquor. You get angry. You get because you drink the liquor. Yes, ma'am. That is what's wrong with American women. What's wrong with you? Now, Miss Lord, what time is good for me to come? Because you obviously need the medicine. I have the medicine here for you, for your brain. Well, you come bring me the medicine for my brain to my house. You got the number, so you should have the address. You come bring the I bring the medicine with a Nigerian whooping right behind him. Okay, well, you bring your Nigerian whooping, and I got a ghetto whooping for your man. Come on. Don't you start with me, Miss Lord. You don't call here with no. I will smack you. Man. I will walk out, shut up, and I will put these move on you, baby. Well, you I move on. Abracadabra move on. Your son is going to be just like you, and you're all going to. If my son gonna be just like me, he's gonna be alright. You and your son will go to the club together and chase women. Yourself on sister. I'm not sick. This some old sister. I'm not me and Joe crazy. I'm not sick. You were calling me doctor. Call me nurse. Call you crazy because that is how you act. You act like you're crazy. You act like you're stuck. You didn't want got craniac or something, whatever. You the one got something wrong with freaky dicky. Get on phone before I find out where the you at. Your son will work at rallies and make big Buford for me. All right, that's all right. And he'll get ready to bring home some big Bufords for your family. And then you will get big and you will have a chili dog belly. That's all right. You got a chili dog face, your long face.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
We were just having an off-mic conversation about phonographs. So, kind of caught me off guard. Welcome to Happy Hour.
My camera's not even working.
And so. Here they are.
Well, I look like the porn star in the beginning.
You look like what?
Well, I've always been accused of looking like a 70s porn star.
Oh.
In fact, I was introduced that way publicly one time.
Oh.
Yeah, in front of several thousand people at a Three Dog Night concert.
He's the yin to my yang, the Oscar to my Felix. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Greg, yes, I look like a 70s porn star, but I'm really a nice guy. Boudin.
I remember that.
Just because I was active at a certain point in my life does not make me that. But if you're going to be accused of something, I guess that's better than some of the other things you can be accused of.
Right.
It is 9 minutes after 3 o'clock. Warmer today. Did a bike ride, did about 5 miles, and it got pretty hot.
I'm over the warmth now.
Yeah.
I'm committed to the soup weather.
Yeah. Can we get there and stay there?
Uh-huh.
Richmond's, I think we have rain coming this weekend. And then maybe something over Thanksgiving, but he's not quite sure. The models all disagree. Some have it coming in Thanksgiving Day, some later. But you'll get the up-to-the-minute take on that tomorrow morning around 6:05 on the morning show with Rich and me and the one and only Jay Scott. So I don't even know where to start this afternoon. I've got a Gutfeld clip. Epstein, the Epstein thing. I talked to Joey about this when I first got here. The Epstein thing, I get the sense that Trump is playing chess.
As he does.
And he is taking advantage of the mentally ill Democrats because he didn't want the Epstein files released for a while there. Now, it's a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. So right away, what are the TDS Democrats thinking? Oh, he's got something to hide. He must be on the list. He must have done something horrible. Let's get him. That's all they think about. They're just not just obsessed, but possessed. They don't care about the constituents. They don't care about anything except getting Trump. That's it. And you saw during the shutdown how willing they are to hurt anybody they have to achieve that goal.
That's what they do.
They thought that was going to make him look bad, but it didn't quite work out that way. And now the civil war they have going on inside the party is fun to watch. Grab the popcorn.
Yep.
Because they're all nuts. So Gutfeld did a segment on, they caught that she's not an actual congresswoman. She's not a voting rep, but she's from the Virgin Islands. And apparently she was texting Epstein during a hearing.
Yes, I saw that.
And Gutfeld has something on that. So we'll start with this today.
Michael Loftus.
Who's he?
He was born behind the Iron Curtain and gives midwits a hurting. Author of The White Pill, Michael Malice.
By the way, have you seen some of the stuff on Ukraine? That there's $100 million missing? Sending all that money with no demand for accountability to Zelensky. And of course, a lot of the people over there, a lot of his friends got very rich off us. Stupidity. That's a Democratic gift, by the way.
Her baby already has more teeth than Hunter Biden. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Tip.
She's the libtard, right?
And if you hear your grandmother moaning, it's because she's reading his new book. Former NWA World Champion host of Planet Tyrus Podcast. Michael Loftus, because we have two Michaels here. I would never ask if you had flown on Epstein's plane because I know that you've never actually been on a plane. Ooh. You only travel by the rails as a homeless man that you are.
And I don't know where I'm going.
You don't know where.
I just hopped the next one out of town.
Yeah, with a can of beans and a rucksack.
Yeah, all my belongings on a stick, tied to bandana.
And pictures of ladies you tore out of the JCPenney catalog.
That keeps me going at night, Greg. That's my North Star.
Yes, it is. How do you feel about the Dems trying to uncover it all now?
I love it. I love the timing of this. Trump is just masterful at this. He's like a modern, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I love that.
Duck season.
Yes.
And Trump's like, I think we should release the Epstein files. And I don't do Trump, I do Christopher Walken.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Because he was talking about this years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, this Epstein, it's a mess. We should find out what's in there. And the Democrats didn't want to do anything. And now Trump's in the White House, and he knows what he's got. He's like, oh, we got New York Times, we got Hillary Clinton, we got Pizzagate. Oh, I don't think I want to release it. No one should see this. He's got them all demanding, release it. Now he's like, bam, 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 bam. It's wonderful. He just uno'd the whole freaking Democrat Party.
Uno'd. No, there's an underappreciated game. I didn't want to play Uno because I didn't want any foreign influences in my home.
And there was no one to play it with.
Yeah. Michael.
Yes?
The other Michael, Malice. It's kind of amazing how big this story could be. This woman getting aid from Epstein in a hearing.
It is kind of scary that pedophiles are running the government now. Can we go back to the days like Dennis Hastert and Barney Frank when people were honest? Oh, that's a deep cut for this audience. Okay. Look it up. Anyway, point being, I think it's disturbing how intertwined all this is with politics, with business, with every other industry on earth. The names in these files are CEOs. People are still prominent.
Yeah.
And I feel naive because I don't think I know anyone who finds underage kids attractive. But apparently it's a thing. Maybe this is why I'm not more successful.
Yes.
I just find them gross.
No, you know what it is? It's because you are the size of an underage kid.
Malnourished.
So that, people like, yeah, exactly. You look like a really sick kid.
From Romania.
You should be in a commercial for sick kids.
The cost of a cup of coffee a day.
Yes. He looks 50, but he's 12. All right, Kat. Are you kind of secretly pissed off that we have to cover this story?
Yeah.
But think about Plaskett.
No, it's bananas, right?
Yeah.
It's like I keep a lot of people in my life longer than I probably should. I know you're not a therapist, but you are kind of dressed like one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go for it.
I brought the doll, so I need you to point at the parts of the doll.
They don't really do that.
No, I want you to point at where I touched the doll.
The point being, like, I've heard a lot in my life, like, Kat, where are your boundaries, right?
Yes.
I definitely fall short of texting with a convicted sex offender.
Yes.
Not to brag.
Yeah.
I also don't think, like, to your point, I don't text with anybody who texts also a convicted sex offender. Like, how is this just a thing?
That would be hilarious. You know what's funny is if somebody did that without letting you know, hey, Kat, I'm putting you on with blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's a friend of mine.
Yeah. I don't, just how is this so normalized for people where it's like, you might not stop, and be like, you know what? Yes, I really don't want like Donald Trump, but maybe, just maybe, texting back and forth with this literal pedophile it's gonna be like a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, you know what the thing is? It's kind of like, Tyrus, they think that Trump is so evil, they're willing to conspire with legitimately evil people because of their opinions that Trump is evil and he's not.
Well, I think we're giving him too much credit because if you have a genuine hatred for somebody, that inspires you. This is money based. They're listening to whomever.
Right.
Epstein's cutting checks. He's calling shots. He wasn't texting her as a favor. He was giving her orders.
Yeah.
They worked for him. They didn't care, and they would probably say things, and this is horrible for the victims. And you hear, well, it's not like they were 8-year-olds. They would make statements like that. There's a fine line between this and there's a fine, in some countries they can get married at that age. So they would tell themselves those things, but let's not she was working, an elected official. Epstein didn't live in her district.
Yeah.
But he's telling her and it wasn't just her. We just saw, I guarantee that everyone, you look at anyone who came at him with anything, probably was on the Epstein bandwagon. Look at contributions. That's all. You want to see who's connected to the island, who's getting the checks.
Yeah.
Who's going to his dinner party. I'm be honest with you. I wouldn't go to, I have close friends. And if my friend got arrested for like a domestic abuse thing, like he was charged with something, but turns out the wife made it up.
Yeah.
I would still be like, nah, man, sorry, can't see you. It's too hot. You know, we gotta put some time between us because I don't.
I'm going to pause it there. This is all about Stacey Plaskett of the Virgin Islands, and now she's defending her text messages with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, and of course on CNN.
What did she say?
Well, let's find out. In response to backlash and a Republican-led censure effort over her 2019 texts,
Of course.
the Virgin Islands non-voting delegate in Congress said she was seeking information from Epstein, not forming a friendship. Like, when can I cash the check?
Mm-hmm.
As a prosecutor, you get information from people where you can, Plaskett said. The House Freedom Caucus led a bid Tuesday to censure her after messages between her and Epstein surfaced. This is during the congressional testimony of former Trump attorney Michael Cohen. So, but we still, the one thing we haven't seen in all this, a confirmation list of the names of people who went to the island,
Right.
who used these young women.
Which we know there must be because Ghislaine was convicted.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't send her there because we don't like you.
Right.
They sent her there because she committed crimes.
Right.
Here's another weird story today. A NASA astronaut's estranged wife has pled guilty to falsely alleging the first crime committed in space. Do you remember the diaper chase from a number of years ago?
Mm-hmm.
An astronaut's wife was so convinced that he was involved. Actually, she was an astronaut.
Yes. And I think they were all just lovers. It was a love triangle.
Something like that.
And she was scorned or something for, a newer model or something.
Yeah.
And so she was hauling it across
Drove
the
all
country.
the way from Houston to Fort Lauderdale, I believe,
Or
in a
Cape
diaper.
Canaveral,
She
yeah.
wore a diaper so she wouldn't have to take bathroom stops.
Yeah.
I don't know how that was finally adjudicated.
I don't remember. That was so long ago. That was wild to read in the
Anyway,
news.
Summer Warden now faces up to 5 years in a federal prison and a $250,000 maximum fine.
So she's the one who was at home accusing her partner in space.
She alleged that her estranged spouse had guessed the password and illegally accessed her bank account while he was deployed at the International Space Station.
No, it was a she.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's a lesbian couple. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, that certainly puts everything in a different context. Warden officially opened the account. I'm not going to. Well, I've heard tell of stories where. Yeah, I don't want to. Oops. How would you like a Clark's Club membership, friends? Let me recommend that. This is called a transition. And I'm going to transition from the amateur I just was a minute ago back to professional broadcaster. We give away a Clark's Club membership of the morning show. I don't know how many of you get to tune in the morning. All we need is your first name and last initial to put you in the grand prize drawing, which takes place Friday mornings at 8:55. And our grand prize is a $180 value Clark's Club membership. You win that, you'll have a Clark's Tech out to your house twice before each seasonal change to tune your system, make sure it's clean, not wasting energy, look at all the major components, make sure everything looks good. If a repair is required, you get a discount on parts and labor. That same thing applies to plumbing because Clark's employs the most amazing plumbers anywhere. And if you have a plumbing issue, no matter what time or when, you can call 277-2125. Someone will be on the way. I just used them a few weeks ago when the Sunday evening bath turned into a crisis because the faucet wouldn't shut off. So I had to pull the drain and let it run, called Clark's, and within an hour and 15 minutes, problem solved. The guts of the fixture had to be replaced. They did it, and everyone lived happily ever after. But getting them on a Sunday night, that was important because those things never happen at a convenient time. Never. So consider this investment. You'll get additional savings on your heating and AC bills because your system will be running efficiently too. 277-2125. You can learn more at clarkcomfort.com. Their Alabama certification number is 09098. I think I will whack the microphone again just because it was so much fun the last time. As we get Skipper into the first traffic, 324.
Well, we continue to be busy around Montgomery this afternoon. We have got a good bit of traffic on I-65 and 85 already, and the boulevards are a bit busy as well. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. No issues at the moment. Please be safe out there and keep it here for updates. High school students get a head start on college with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Over 400 students are taking advantage of the program. Registration going on now for spring 2026. Go to TrentonState.edu/dual enrollment for more information. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Today's show is brought to you by your local Walmart store. That reminds you, we'll be closed on Thanksgiving. We're doing that so that everyone who uses our self-checkout aisles can spend the day with family and friends. See you the day after for Total Chaos Friday.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by Smart Tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. TurboTax stores opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
This season, Guardian Credit Union is here to make your holidays merry, bright, and financially right. Whether you're shopping for the perfect gift or planning a cozy getaway, we've got you covered. With holiday loans, checking solutions, and fraud protection tools, you can spend with confidence. And Guardian's mobile app makes it easy to keep track of your holiday budget. Stop by one of our branches and let us be your holiday helper. From all of us at Guardian, happy holidays. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Hi, I'm Jane Ray, account executive with Blue Water Broadcasting. Why should you advertise with us? Radio is an active medium. It can create immediacy, driving shoppers to a specific store, brand, or to take a specific action. Radio ads engage with the audience in a personal and unique way. Contact me, Jane Ray, by going to bluewaterbroadcasting.com to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
This week on the Hallmark Channel, it's Friendsgiving with Becky. A woman invites her besties to a charming log cabin for a Friendsgiving get-together, but at the last minute decides to invite her kind of friend, Becky, so she won't get her feelings hurt. A snowstorm hits, and they are trapped inside. Becky begins complaining about her toxic relationship and breakup, claiming she was love-bombed by a narcissist. Then everyone's Ozempic is wearing off, and they're running out of leftovers. The party's really over when Becky asks if any of them have a great guy they could set her up with. Yeah, it's met with deadly silence. Will they make it out of the cabin untraumatized? And is Becky the real problem in her relationships? Find out this weekend, spending Friendsgiving with Becky on the Hallmark Channel.
329 on this Talk 93.1 FM. The market finally reversed the slip and slide. And I'm wondering if it had something to do with NVIDIA stock, because Brad has been telling us that their earnings are due this week. And if they're good, that's a good harbinger for the market.
Mm.
And he'll give us the lay of the land at 5:15 this afternoon. He's available along with a brilliant team of people at Invista Advisors, a building that's loaded with what's left of New York, a New York type of energy, because it's always happening there. These people are so on the ball. If you'd like to consult with them at no charge and no pressure, 387-0094. Soldier Boy, where have you been? We haven't heard from you in a while.
I've been busy doing yard work, and those leaves are falling. You know how that is, Greg.
Yes.
Big time.
Big time. Hey, I just wanted to let y'all know, and your readers know, I was reading an article that Leapfrog Hospital safety grades came out through the state of Alabama, and they do all the large hospitals, not the rural ones, but the large hospitals in the state of Alabama. And I got the grades in the report card. Would you like me to give those to you, Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's look at Baptist East. They got a C, as in Charlie. Baptist in Prattville, a C, as in Charlie. Jackson, who wants my tax money so they can waste more of it, a D, as in Delta. And to round it all up, Baptist South got an F.
Oof.
Way to go, guys.
What are the criterion for the grades, though? I'm curious.
It's just when I was reading an article, it's an independent grading, and they do an overall of the entire hospital for each hospital in the state of Alabama. There was 4 that made A's, but they were all up north.
Well, surprise. I mean, we talked at length yesterday.
It's about patient safety.
Patient safety.
Thank you. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick a hospital, let's say I needed something, or in fact, I'm saying this now, Pamela, so you know.
Okay, so it says on how safe they keep their patients from errors, injuries, accidents, and infections.
That's correct.
An F? That's troubling.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get Dr. Thrasher's take on that.
That was the F on Baptist South. Baptist in Prattville got a C. Baptist East got a C. In Jackson, needs more money. A D is in Delta. Way to go. And you want more money, and you want more tax money. Okay, all right.
Well, I need to know more. I mean, I'm not going to argue these grades. Maybe you can give me the source so I can take a closer look, Pamela.
Yeah, I'll forward it to you.
But I've had multiple experiences with every hospital in town, and if I needed something, in fact, if something happens to me here, I want Jackson. Have him take me there. Serious.
I have friends.
Have you ever had a procedure done at Jackson? Have you ever been there for anything?
I have.
I've been there for 2 surgeries and a number of other things.
For heart surgery. Heart surgery, I did, yes.
And the operation of the hospital was really buttoned down. I mean, I was impressed. I even wrote a magazine column about Jackson.
You know where my friends decided to go? He had his wife had an aneurysm. You know who he drove her to? Up in UAB. He said he ain't taking her to any hospitals here.
Well, I know people who have been through extensive medical situations here in town, including one man who said he would not be alive if he had gone for treatment here for his particular issue, and he still commutes to UAB. What's the rating on that? Does it say?
Didn't say UAB on there.
Let me see. I'll look some up.
The time is 3:33, by the way.
You got the fastest researcher right there.
Pamela does a good job at this kind of stuff.
He's a professional.
Absolutely. I'll scan headlines. Bondi claims Justice Department will release Epstein files within 30 days. Why does that take so long? Jack Lang takes cheap shots to the face. That's actually a big story. The infiltration of Islam in this country is really.
UAB got a D.
You're kidding.
And St. Vincent's got a C. Okay,
Who got
let's
the A's?
let's see. Okay, so they have.
By the way, if anybody has any input on this, your experience with these hospitals, I'd love to hear it at 272-9228.
So they have it broken down into the instances of infections, problems with surgery, safety problems, practices to prevent errors, and then doctors, nurses, and hospital staff, and then further broken down in those. So under infections, it gives you their scores for instances of MRSA, C. diff, infection in the blood, sepsis, infection in the urinary tract, surgical site infection after colon surgery, and sepsis infection after surgery. And then where they fall, compared to other people.
You know what? I went to a specialist, and there's a hospital. It's a rural hospital in Tallahassee, and that's the best hospital I've had.
Yeah, I like
I had to see
the Elmore
the
County
gastro
Hospital.
doctor. Where's that?
I like the Elmore County Hospital.
Sometimes the smaller hospitals are just better.
So in all those infections, they are close to the average. In some cases better, some cases worse. In problems in surgery, they're better than average about dangerous objects left in the patient's body. Worse than average about surgical wounds splits open. Worse than average with death from serious treatable complications. Worse than average with blood leakage. Worse than average with kidney injury after surgery. Worse than average for serious breathing problem, and worse than average for accidental cuts and tears. Worse than average for harmful events, which this is complications following surgery, procedure, or childbirth. About average for dangerous bed sores, worse than average for patient falls and injuries, worse than average for falls causing broken hips, worse than average for collapsed lung, worse than average for dangerous blood clot, and better than average for air or gas bubble in the blood.
All right. Thanks for the inspiration for an interesting topic.
Yeah, I'm going to look up the Montgomery ones next because this was UAB in Birmingham.
These grades do not change my mind. If something happens in this studio, my head explodes during a rant, I want to go to Jackson. And they have been, every experience I've had there has been excellent. We have Gabby, the golf pro.
Hey, how are y'all doing today?
Good, Gabby. What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to give you my 2 cents. I mean, just getting done with double bypass at UAB, my entire experience was excellent. I would give them an A.
I just got a note from a friend, Marty, who says he recently had an ablation procedure at UAB and was extremely impressed all around.
My son has gone to Children's of Alabama and different sections of UAB multiple times for testing. Always awesome.
Yeah. I'm not sure these grades have all that much value. Because you got to look at the hospital from an overall performance standpoint.
Yeah, I can just tell you, I was treated wonderfully. I had an excellent surgeon, and the nursing staff was incredible. So I give them a big thumbs up. So you got my 2 cents.
We appreciate it, man. When are you going to come and join us at the Baumhauers again?
Let's see, maybe tonight.
We'll be there. We hope to see you. If not, homecoming is a week from today. And I think Dr. Thrasher's going to be there for that. I think he does ablation procedures, by the way. I'm not sure. I've never really, all I asked him about was a little medical thing yesterday, and it was funny to get.
Hey, well, listen, one last thing. I heard that Six is coming back into town in April. Are you going to be hanging with your buddies?
I don't think so.
All right, take the high road, buddy.
No, I've got nothing against them. I love them. I admire the hell out of them, and I'm proud of my association with them. But their last 2 visits to town gave me closure.
Oh, boy. Okay.
They did. And I'm telling you, that was a big deal. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the story with those guys. I just posted a story about Dennis DeYoung, who criticized the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for making legitimate candidates like them wait until they're incapacitated or dead to get into the damn thing. That's one of the great ongoing outrages about that phony bull thing in Cleveland. I don't care what they have to look at there. It doesn't mean anything if a band like Styx is in and some of these other people. I mean, nothing against Dolly. I love Dolly, but she's a country artist, not a rock and roller. So
exactly. They took care of my Foreigner. That's my band, and they took care of them. They finally got their
Foreigner's a legit Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band. You know, I'm totally behind that. But Styx should have been in years ago.
I hear you.
I appreciate the call, Gabby. Continue to get well, buddy. All righty. Hope so. I've got an interesting thing. You know, Donnie Turner is my go-to source for car questions. All of a sudden, when I back up my Rogue, I don't know if the sensor is off or what, but it slams the brakes on. And it sounds like a creaking ship that's about to sink, the sound that it makes.
Hold on.
It's only a few seconds of inconvenience. I'm just wondering. So before the show started, I actually wiped off these. I don't even know if they're the sensors that do that for the car, but I cleaned them up thinking maybe there's some guck or something on there that's making it hard. This is Oz.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to take that call. Oz?
Great, Pamela. How are you today?
Oh.
Good. How are you?
How are you?
Good, good. So I had a car accident when I was 16, and they flew me to Children's, and I had a rod placed in my leg, and I was in pretty bad shape, but I made it. I'm here. I had a daughter that had a lung tumor, had to have a lung removed when she was 4 at Children's. And then I had another daughter that had an ablation at 8 years old. So all of our experiences were stellar, outstanding, and we credit Children's Hospital with saving one daughter's life with a lung tumor. And taking excellent care of myself and my other daughter when we went up there. Now I've had all my children were born at Baptist East. Well, Jackson was one, and Baptist East were the other 3. And we had good care there, but I do know that there have been issues with those hospitals. But I mean, I don't know. You're going to have the risk of infection at most hospitals. They try their best. I was an X-ray tech for years, and I know that it's tough for hospitals. And when some of these inspection agencies come in, they get very meticulous, and it's still a tough time. But overall, like you said, Greg, an overall view of the hospital is the best way to get an interpretation of their performance.
Yeah, no, I agree. And from personal experience, I've been in all 3, by the way.
I wonder how staffing is at these hospitals also and how much that affects things.
Yeah. That's the
big question.
One thing I don't like, and I have seen it a couple of times without mentioning any names, is indifference at the nursing station when they're more engaged in personal bullcrap than speaking to you, like acknowledging your existence. I've run into that a few times.
I know, like going to
are those?
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're
well,
fine.
I was going to ask: are those nurses or are those patient care techs? It depends on who it really was and their background and professional,
Right.
I guess, certifications. Because RNs are probably going to be a little more outgoing. I'm not sure about patient care tech. You hope they would be.
Yeah.
My mother was one at one time, but you never know. Different people have different work ethics in this world.
One of these days,
I'll hang up and let you go.
Appreciate the call. One of these days, I'm gonna write the Greg Goodell Guide to America's Rehabs.
I can say I agree with him about Children's. Max has been there. We lived in the hospital for almost a month at one point after a surgery, and it was phenomenal.
By the way, if your car needs surgery, Montgomery Paint and Body, 27 Rec with the W. Donnie Turner is a supreme dentist. See what I did there because he fixes dents.
Mm-hmm.
Clever, huh? Hey, Barbara.
Good afternoon. First, I want to say everybody that I know, and I've never been there, but as far as Children's Hospital in Birmingham, it's supposed to be the best. I've heard that all my life, and I have friends that have twins born premature, and we have feedback. I hope you don't hear it.
And Children's is not on the list that was on this website either, because they probably have a different, somebody is over them specifically, not this one.
But you nailed it. It's the staffing. That's the same thing at your nursing home. But I was in Baptist South in February for complete knee surgery. And but the scary thing is I didn't remember a whole lot. I remember getting up and walking. I don't remember any food or anything, but I did great. And I have a friend whose son works at Baptist South, and he tells his family, if you need to do anything, go to Jackson. So I don't, that comes from somebody that works there. So,
well, I mean, the location is, rough. There have been things that have happened at the actual hospital.
Yeah.
But the big thing is, like that gentleman said, and you said, is the staffing, be it a hospital, nursing home, or whatever. So,
yeah.
But like I said, I've had knee replacement in 2015 and one this past February, and I guess I'm just blessed that I didn't have anything happen. So, but I just had to call in and say, like you said, Children's in Birmingham is fabulous. It's supposed to be one of the best in the world.
We're always glad to
guys.
Thank you.
Barbara.
All right, off to the traffic dungeon at 3:46 news next.
Well, traffic continues to build. We are seeing more and more cars on the boulevards, I-65 and 85, light mostly moderate traffic. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, busy, but all clear at the moment. Watch out for your fellow drivers. Enjoy the ride this afternoon. We'll update you if any accidents happen to slow you down. Great shopping at Midtown Plaza, Shop Shoe Carnival, Cato, Cricket Wireless, Young American Insurance, and more. Midtown Plaza, Ann Street off I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Jack Ingram Nissan. Shop now at jackingramnissan.com.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery police have released the name of the man killed in the city's latest homicide. 25-year-old Zachary Hooks was shot just after 6 p.m. Monday on Cortland Drive in Edgemont Heights. Hooks was pronounced dead at the scene. No suspect or motive has been identified. This is Montgomery's 56th homicide of the year. An Autauga County man has been sentenced to 965 years in prison after being convicted of 84 child sex crimes. 47-year-old Jason Hudson was found guilty of numerous first-degree counts of sexual assault, sodomy, and sexual abuse of a child under the age of 12, as well as 75 counts of child pornography possession. Obscene videos of children as young as 2 years old were found at Hudson's residence. The board that oversees Alabama Public Television has voted to continue paying its contract with PBS. The decision rejects an effort, at least for now, to be the first state to cut ties with PBS because of politics and federal budget cuts. Alabama Public Television pays about $2.2 million per year for PBS programming. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
In the market for a used car? Visit jackingram.com to view our selection of luxury, domestic, and imported vehicles. With 8 locations and online at jackingram.com, Jack Ingram Motors is sure to have the perfect car for you.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not only are the days warm and near record highs, but the nights are moderating as well. Partly cloudy tonight, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, Thursday, the record high is 81. I think that record could fall. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms holding off till Friday night into Saturday. Boy, we need the raindrops desperately. We'll be near 80 on Friday and Saturday, and I think a dry day Sunday with a high around 74. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Whether you're buying a home or auto or consolidating debt, CB&S Bank's personal loans get you where you need to go. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you or apply online today. All loans subject to credit approval. Member FDIC.
Part to help everyone save some money. In November, they're going to continue to charge only $10 for their all-you-can-eat buffet. Enjoy pizza, spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $10 in November. At that price, you can save some money to buy some Christmas gifts. Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook. Available for pickup and delivery.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Thanksgiving is coming, and every year my husband's condition prevents us all from enjoying the holiday.
You know, all politicians lie. I mean, this is nothing new here. They've been doing this for years. You know,
You see, my husband has a bladder control problem. When he's in social situations, he can't control his bladder. So at any expected time, it just starts streaming out.
They're never going to fix the Middle East. We should just leave them and let them all have it out. Then we pick
I
up the
thought maybe I could just banish him to the kid table or give our guests earplugs. And then I found Blatherex. Just 2 Blatherex tablets in his beer, and he's sleeping off the Thanksgiving meal while we all watch football.
all these people on welfare. We should make them get off their bucket.
Blather control is no laughing matter. So now there's Blatherex, available over the counter near the big fat turkey aisle of your favorite store.
Comes in spray form too, which is even more efficient. Hey, we have a clip from Jasmine D. Crockett opening her ignorant mouth again.
Oh boy.
Who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly.
Yeah, your team
Mitt Romney
of morons.
The NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Win Red, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio, I just want to be clear. If this is the standard that we're going to make, just know we're going to expose it all.
Oh, get rid of your ghetto BS. What an act this is. This is a total act. And here's the kicker. Yeah, Zeldin did get a donation from Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, but not the Jeffrey Epstein at the center of all this. I mean, this is how effing dumb this woman is. She has no business being in Congress and putting on this show. I am so outraged.
You know, she went in on the people who work for her that gave her that info and embarrassed her like this.
Oh, I hear she is a beast to work with.
Oh gosh, I can only imagine.
You know what? You not only make yourself look even dumber, which I didn't think was possible, but it's not good for race relations when a black woman is making ignorant accusations based. Yeah, because there's only that's Jeff Epstein. That's such an unusual name. Who else could possibly be called by that name in the country of 360 million people? Dumbass. That we need more Byron Donalds, please, and less of this Showtime Shinola. It's just such wretched garbage. Pisses me off, which is why on Wednesday night, I like to relax at Baumhauer's, and we do hope you'll come and join us. Oh, and by the way, the holiday menu is up and running. Rich went and tried that new turkey thing with the cornbread dressing.
Oh,
loved it. And there's more. We'll get into a little more detail later.
I can't wait for next week.
And I was proud to show Pamela my hand when I came in today because I went up to AMS Studios in Prattville Saturday and got we've been talking about this for a long time and just hadn't gotten around to it. But I had this little spot on my hand. It was just like a freckle or something. It didn't affect me in any way. It's just annoying. It's an aesthetic issue. And Pamela said, we can do the intense pulse light therapy on that. And you did that Saturday, and I can see whatever was making it, it's starting to come out.
Yes, it gets darker and then it flakes off.
Yeah. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, it comes to the surface of the skin and literally sloughs off. It becomes like the texture of a coffee ground.
It's one of the many services available at AMS Studios in Prattville, along with gift certificates guys, if you listen, she's not going to ask, hey, I need money for a massage. Or there's this luxury facial I would like to get. I'm not going to ask for that. This is where you become the man. Say, I'm sending you. You deserve a little spoilage in your life.
Yes.
So we're going to send you to AMS Studios, get a great massage, spend a day. And there's so many other things you can get done there, including this. I love the intense pulse light therapy. And Pamela did my face with the IPL, and it just rejuvenates the skin in a most amazing way. People are always telling me I look much younger than my age. Thank you. But now I've got a real advantage. And if you'd like to look into this, ams-studios.com or call 730-1268. AMS Studios, proud sponsor of the Movie Maven.
Very proud.
When she joins us, I don't think she's going to do anything with us today, but I understand you two are kind of.
She was texting me earlier. Yeah, we indulge in the same conspiracy theories sometimes.
I think that's good. Look at how many conspiracy theories have turned out to be true.
I know.
Let's take this call. We've already shot the first hour.
I know.
I don't know that we
flew
accomplished
by.
it. Billy.
Greg, how you doing this afternoon?
I think I'm pretty good. How about you?
Doing well. Greg, you're talking about Jasmine Crockett and how she just talking about the wrong Jeffrey Epstein. But,
yeah.
It's just she just keeps making a fool of herself day in and day out. The hits just keep coming from her.
Yeah.
But
because she's fundamentally ignorant. I'd like to know how this woman got greased through school.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, Greg, you look at Jeffrey Epstein, and you're pretty well educated on this man and what he's done in his past. But you are aware that he had a multi-million-dollar flat in New York City, your apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. And that apartment, he had it lined with the lead in the walls of those apartments. Okay. He had cameras in those apartments. Okay. So, you know, these paperwork, the emails, the paper trails that are being released. Okay, that's one thing. But you know, Greg, I think we need to go a little further. He actually got video of these perpetrators. Okay, and I honestly believe the government has those. Okay, and they need to be released as well. Okay, I don't care about the files. I want to see the videos released. Okay, because this man had enough power and to blackmail a federal judge in the state of Florida. Okay, he was about to be brought up on trial by a federal court, and the last minute, everything was dropped. So look at the interview with the attorney handling that case, and just listen to what he has to say. This man blackmailed so many people, people of power, people of money. And his fingers go well past the Democratic Party. I can tell you that right now.
For sure.
And so I want to see the videos. I could care less about the files. I want to see something in color. I want to see some faces. That's what I want to see.
We know there were cameras on Epstein Island too.
Exactly right. So there's a lot more. We're only being showed just a tip of the iceberg on this situation, and you already see what it's creating. Yeah. So, I mean, his tentacles reach well past what we're talking about on a daily basis today. I can tell you that. So, but appreciate what y'all doing.
Sure.
At least you're bringing things to the forefront, and
we try.
Hopefully, I want to see some people put in handcuffs. Though I want to see Bill and Hillary Clinton. Some real questions posed to them about this. I want to see Hillary squirm. I want to see Bill squirm. I want to see what his definition of is really is.
Yeah. Okay? I'll never forget that. It depends on what your definition of is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So really? What does that mean? What does it even mean?
Yeah, let's just see how far this clown show can go. But I appreciate it, Greg. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks. This show has gone as far as it can in the 3 to 4 hour. So we're going to take a quick break here. Brad McDonald will join us at 5:15 for his take on the market today, which has finally leveled off. And, you know, it goes up, it goes down. But in the end, it's always up. Remember, during COVID, of course, the market took a big dive. It was at 20. The Dow was at 25,000 when COVID started. It eventually got down to 18. When Trump left office, it was back over 25,000. So you just got to be patient. Wait it out. Who cares if Melissa McCarthy's going to host? And I don't hear anybody talk about SNL. Have you watched it at all this season?
I have seen a few clips. Miles Teller was on it. And Glenn Powell was just on it. You got to watch him.
I still call him Glenn Perkins. Why do I do that? I did that when I was chatting with the movie Maven. How embarrassing. But I was the
you gotta watch him.
I love him. He's, to me, maybe the one new legitimate male star that's bigger. I mean, there's a lot of popular male actors, but he's the one that. But here's the thing: he just left Hollywood for Texas to get out of there. He says Hollywood is an app you can't shut off.
Yeah,
I think this guy has some values. Maybe
is he originally from Texas?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's time to watch Twisters again, too. I haven't seen that in a while. All right, it's a couple of minutes past 4 o'clock. Skipper's got traffic, Salem Radio Network News, Rich's forecast, and public nudity all ahead.
Traffic is brought to you by Skipper Pools. Skipper Pools for weekly service, equipment, and liner replacements, and a sparkling pool all year. 356-0237. Skip the rest. Call the best. Skipper Pools.
Well, we have an accident on Taylor Road. If you're coming across I-85 from AUM, it's going to be in the left turn lane heading into East Chase. 3 vehicles involved there. You'll have to be in that right turn lane to get around them. We've also got a lot of heavy traffic everywhere. Interstates, boulevards, Fairview Avenue, Norman Bridge, Taylor and Vaughn all loaded up. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. Great shopping at Midtown Plaza. Shop Moose Mobile, Professionals and Spa, and more. Midtown Plaza, Ann Street off I-85, another great McClinton Company development. Buckle up with the J Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
This is the greatest opportunity for exquisite jewelry from Marguerite's. Marguerite's is filled to the gills for the holiday season. Marguerite's blowout is on. Every single item at Marguerite's has a crazy, wacko, insane price. You can lay away for Christmas at the cuckoo prices. Watch batteries, $8. Rhodium dipping, $19. 60% off all diamonds. Every item at Marguerite's is insanely priced. Marguerite's, Vaughan Road.
Three-time Grammy-nominated blues rock superstar Joe Bonamassa is coming to the Montgomery Performing Arts Center on November 30th. And News Talk 93.1 has your tickets to the show. Be listening to Greg, Rich, and Jay in the morning for your chance to win. It's Joe Bonamassa live at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center on November 30th from News Talk 93.1.
November 19th is Have a Bad Day Day. Tired of saying, have a good day? Today, tell folks to have a bad day. It feels good. Plus, it's good to hear. Now, you won't feel bad if you don't have a good day. You'll feel good that you had a bad day. Yes, have a bad day day is a good day. So, good, bad day. Or whatever.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump says foreign firms must be allowed to bring international workers to help build U.S. factories and train American workers how to work there. He's pushing back on some criticism from inside his Republican base for giving those jobs to foreign workers. The president speaking today at the U.S. Saudi Investment Forum, attended by some of the highest profile executives in technology and beyond. Awaiting a signature from President Trump, Congress has voted to release all the government files on the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump has indicated that he will sign that into law. AAA says nearly 82 million Americans are set to travel for Thanksgiving this year. That's a new record number, about 1.6 million more than those who did that for Thanksgiving last year. On Wall Street at the close, the Dow was up by 47 points. More on these stories at srnnews.com.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30 gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live and save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month. But if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
More beer, you slappy wag. If there must be a bar, I can finally get a drink. I need to drink beer.
You need bar beers.
And as you know, I like my beer. Beer don't by itself.
I'm having a beer.
Come on down and party with me. Say, hey, bartender. Hey, man, look at me.
Free beer. I'm a booze hound.
I don't want your free for a glass of beer.
Okay, meet me at the bar in 15 minutes and suit up.
Would you like some more champagne?
I'd love some.
Who's ready for margaritas?
Fireball.
All right, last call, fellas. It's closing time.
Ah, crap. I'm not even half buzzed.
You give me 1, 2, 3, 4 glass of beer.
We came here to drink some beer.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
Yeah, because you could join us at Baumhauer's tonight. Nights at the long table. Used to be the round tables. But they're long now, and they're at the end of the big bar at Baumhauer's Victory Grill, and our little group gathers there. It is not a cult. Everybody's welcome. Don't be shy. We have so many people who are happy to introduce you around. And It's a great group.
It is.
Some of our friends are that are I would call regulars. You know, this is the one night of the week they get a chance to get out, have some good food, and socialize. And I'm very proud of it. We're hoping that Dr. Thrasher can join us for a meet and greet a week from tonight. And by the way, the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving is one of our biggest nights of the year. It's homecoming night. So if you're not going out of town and you're not ready for family yet, come and join ours. It's a good time with a great taste of Baumhauer's. I think somebody used that advertising slogan once before. God, I was having a good day until I was looking at some stories and saw Megan Rapinoe show up.
Is that the soccer player?
Yeah, she's the one that almost put Subway out of business because the idiots, and this is during the era of great wokeness, they hired her to be a spokesperson on camera. She's horrible. She's horrible. And now she's questioning the real motives behind people who want males, anybody with a penis, out of women's sports. Why is that so hard for this thick-headed dimwit to understand? I don't get it. You cannot declare your sex.
Nope.
You're born with it, period. And it comes with certain...
Each sex has its own limitations and its own advantages.
See what she said? I say that.
That's true.
I stand behind
it. Is true.
It's just so dumb. They want advanced testing. Here's a test. Take your pants off. Let's take a quick look, not for any perverted reason. And if you got a penis, you're with the boys, okay? Because it's not about who you sleep with or any of that.
No. Or even if you want to wear a dress.
This
just be a freak. Be a freak, sure. But don't start calling women
this whole
birthing people and thinking men can actually, have a baby. And
the same people, that think it's okay for an 8-year-old kid to want to change their sex and get bent out of shape when there's a law that virtually everything in life requires a wait till at least 18 years of age.
That is Munchausen by proxy. It's the same kind of thing.
You need to be sitting here because I suck today. And you have said so many.
That's what it is. Their parents are doing that for themselves.
You should do a segment today.
Oh, gosh. That's a lot of pressure.
Whenever you're ready. I will happily. Look. Long term. And at my age, I don't know what is long term. Next week, I have no idea. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I would love from time to time to be able to take an afternoon off, knowing that I've got you ready to slide in here, run this board. You were in the Air Force for 9 years. This board would be a piece. It would take me 5 minutes to train you.
If I came prepared, like if I prepped for a show and knew what I was going to talk about and the directions I was going to take, I could do it. I could talk for 3 hours. Lord have mercy.
And you would get 10 times the number of calls I do.
Maybe because I say some crazy stuff.
No, a lot of it will be guys sucking up. They want their Pamela time.
They can call me anyway. I answer the phone.
I'm just the facilitator here. Okay.
I have had some days where it's Pamela's chat line for sure.
That's okay. I want you to be a star. I want you to be successful.
Well,
so I can say, how about that, everybody? I was right about that woman. She's got it.
But yeah, I do think it is the parents.
Since it's a Wednesday and our guest was not able to make it, I'm just hitting the pile here.
Yeah, we're winging it.
Different things.
Winging it Wednesday.
I don't mean to crash Jay Scott's territory, but it's kind of a random fact sort of thing.
I love it.
And this is a movie that needs to be remade. The Hindenburg.
Okay.
Seriously. They made a Hindenburg in 1975 with George C. Scott and some other semi-stars. And I saw it in the theater, and for its time, the special effects.
I was going to say, is it because of the special effects that you would want to see it remade?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they could do a much more realistic portrayal.
No doubt.
It's got everything a good movie needs: Nazis and good guys and bad guys, people you care about. And it had to be a really cool way to travel, except you were sitting in a gondola under all this. Is it helium that's flammable or hydrogen?
I don't remember.
I think it's hydrogen.
I think so.
Because the U.S., all the helium in the world comes from the U.S. And we would not sell helium to the Nazis. So they had to use the flammable stuff. And they're still not sure if the Hindenburg crash was an accident, a conspiracy theory, sabotage from within the Nazi party.
Mm-hmm.
There are all kinds of possibilities. But imagine that you're floating. I've been in the Goodyear blimp. I've been in this. I did my show on WLS from the SeaWorld blimp, flying all over Chicago. It was the coolest thing. And it's a fun way to enjoy the sky because they go about 30, 35 miles an hour. You're about 2,000 feet over the ground. And it feels so safe because it's comfortable.
I would love to do that.
It was tough to do a radio show from the blimp because of the noise. It's got
it would
propellers
be loud
on each side and one window was open. So tremendous concentration required. But the blimp pilot said, well, where do you want to go? So they'll take you anywhere you want to go.
That's cool.
So we flew up around all the way down the lakefront, in and around downtown, out towards O'Hare Airport, looked at various landmarks up that way. And then, because I had a 2-hour show, at the end of the show, said, I want to do an experiment here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to my neighborhood on the southwest side near 79th Street and Pulaski Road. If you're listening, show me by coming into your backyard with a flashlight and shine it up at us so we can see you. First of all, my dad was listening and he was getting such a kick out of this whole thing.
He's like, I gotta find a flashlight.
I wish I had cell phones then that took pictures.
I know.
Thousands of these little tips of light
That's
down on
awesome.
the ground below. I almost lost it because it was like emotionally overwhelming. There's my high school there and right over the neighborhood I grew up in. It's cool to do that.
I could see it making you cry. Mm-hmm.
I'm a very emotionally vulnerable person.
I know.
Many people know this about me. Have you talked to Jay Quillen today?
I have not today. I told her yesterday I miss her. She said she misses me too because we've both been busy.
I miss her too. I got to find out if she liked the pie I baked.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm going to ask now. I'm going to demand an answer. Text Jacqueline.
There's no. What do you want to say?
How was the pie?
Send it?
Yeah.
That's so funny that Siri was coming back to say, there's no. A woman will argue. She doesn't even know. And she's a robot.
I know she's busy. She's whatever she's doing, she is so laser focused. But she and partner Data Delk, the law firm of Delk and Tomlinson, are available for family crisis or all family law matters. And I'm telling you, when you are in crisis, the first person you need to fire is yourself. Stop trying to manage a situation that is overwhelming you emotionally and turn it over. This is a lesson that you can repeat in any number of different ways in life. But in a crisis, it's important to work with people that have legal knowledge, hundreds of cases of family law experience, and the look that says, okay, we have all the information. Here's where we're at. Here's where we're going to go. And just follow my lead. And you will see the end of this in good time. It's so important. It's tough for some people to trust or let go. But if you can't do that with Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson, you're lost because they're so good at what they do. And that legal leadership is as important as any other aspect of what they provide. Now, if you need a will done or you're struggling to adopt because of government regulate. Here again, engage to help people who know the system and know how to work through it. Delkin Tomlinson, attorneys at law, for a reference, 819-4810, 819-4810. Or look them up online at thealabamafamilylawyers.com for Delkin Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
The representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
How about the quality of other traffic reporting? We've got Skipper.
Well, we have an accident on Taylor Road. If you're coming across I-85 from AUM, it's going to be in the left turn lane heading into East Chase. 3 vehicles involved there. You'll have to be in that right turn lane to get around them. We've also got a lot of heavy traffic everywhere. Interstates, boulevards, Fairview Avenue, Norman Bridge, Taylor and Vaughn all loading up. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. Great shopping at Midtown Plaza. Shop Boost Mobile, Professionals and Spa, and more. Midtown Plaza, Ann Street off I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health.
Hey guys, can we play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Montgomery Men's Health and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 334-440-3663 or book now in under 30 seconds at montgomerymenshealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, for every man in every season of life.
Visit Rich's Car Wash today and save money this year by joining their Unlimited Wash Club. A new year means new adventures, so keep your ride clean, dry, and shiny. Enjoy detailing perks included with your wash like towels, mat cleaners, air fresheners, and more. Get to Rich's Car Wash today or visit them online at richescarwash.com to sign up for their Unlimited Wash Club.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun, ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. What is a smart way to buy a house in today's market? Now is a good time to buy since we now have a more balanced market than we've had in years. Here are the steps. First step, get pre-qualified with an experienced local lender. It costs you nothing to find out firsthand whether you can qualify for a home and how much that home loan will cost. Second step, hire a local realtor with lots of experience that can guide you, advise you, and be your advocate. We call those buyer agents. Third step, decide what your wants and needs have to be. Bedrooms, baths, floor plan, location, and school zones. Fourth, ask your realtor to line up homes that fit your price category and your location needs. Fifth, start actually looking inside these homes and see what is available and the cost of each property. For all of this information and step-by-step approach, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group at 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Truckers, if you are looking for green grass, contact Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. In business since 1959 and still growing. Call today, 855-777-9785.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not only are the days warm and near record highs, but the nights are moderating as well. Partly cloudy tonight, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, Thursday, the record high is 81. I think that record could fall. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms holding off till Friday night into Saturday. Boy, we need the raindrops desperately. We'll be near 80 on Friday and Saturday, and I think a dry day Sunday with a high around 74. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertiser.
Do I have time to go home and put on my good boobs?
No. The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Tonight on the Hallmark Channel, it's Thanksgiving in a small town. She's the beautiful but foul-mouthed author of the beloved holiday classic, Thanksgiving You the Bird. He's a handsome small-town preacher who's so uptight he gets dressed in the dark to avoid seeing himself naked. Starring that actress you've seen on various TV shows, but you'd never know her real name. And also starring a real handsome actor you may recognize as bedpan washer number 3 on General Hospital.
I can take that, nurse.
Thanksgiving in a Small Town. Tonight on the Hallmark Channel.
Speaking of nurse, we are going to salute one of the great medical professionals with a song that we've played for many years on the show, but I may not have played it since you've been with us, as we get ready to salute the colorectal surgeon. It was one of the most requested tunes in my early days here. Not that I'm walking down memory lane or anything, friends. I just think you'll enjoy it, so I thought I'd mention it. And it'll be coming up in a little while here on News Talk 93.1 FM. The top 5 classic toys that still make perfect Christmas gifts for today's kids.
Ooh.
Right at the top.
Etch-a-Sketch.
Yes, it's number 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Light bright light. What is that called?
Every parent buys a light bright and then ends up picking them out of the bottom of their feet.
I love those though.
And the kids never put them away. They're fun, but eventually it ends up in the trash. But it's a great, I love anything. Light bright, Lego that encourages creativity.
Legos, I love. I have a very creative girl. I think I literally am going to go to Office Depot and get a box of copy paper. Cameron, don't listen, Cameron. And there's paper everywhere. She's our little artist.
Mm-hmm.
She draws constantly.
Among the things I would give Goose, and keep in mind, she's a graphic designer now. Sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
Everybody, hey, you got to wash that up. I don't care. I wanted to sit out there for hours and dream and make things up.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. I hated it when it rained because it would take her work off the driveway.
Mm-hmm. I know we have just papers everywhere of her artwork. And I don't know what to do with all of it. It's so cool though. She has such a unique style that she draws in, and I don't know where she came up with it either.
And that should be nurtured.
Yeah, it is. We're
a big believer in sidewalk chalk. I used to buy, they were a little bigger than a legal pad, but sketch books we flip over.
Yes.
And she would get upset if she ruined it. That's not the point.
I know. Remy lost a notebook. She was just complaining about it this morning. She thinks she left it at her friend's house or at her summer camp or, her after school place. And I was like, we'll just get a new one. It's okay. I can find a new one.
Anything that gets them to be creative on paper, on an Etch-a-Sketch. Silly putty is fun. That's still a thing.
I used to love pressing that on the newspaper and pulling up the ink.
Can anybody explain to me why, when we did that with Silly Putty, why we were so fascinated, that it could pull the image off a newspaper, and why we were so enthralled to see it backwards?
I know.
Never understood that, but it's cool. Even the yo-yo.
Yeah.
Still makes the list.
The kids, I think 6 is a little young for the yo-yo still. Because if they don't get it down, they'll be very frustrated. But They're almost at that age.
Magic 8 Ball.
Oh gosh, we have 2 kids obsessed with Magic 8 Balls right now. Yes.
It's basically ChatGPT in a plastic ball.
Yeah.
Get the answers. What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
Slinky.
Slinkies. Yep.
They're fun.
Everybody gets a Slinky.
I don't know what a sock monkey is, though. What's that?
I think it literally is like a sock puppet. That's a monkey on the end.
Oh, okay. Etch a Sketch, Yo-Yo, Silly Putty, the Sock Monkey, Magic
Legos isn't on there?
No.
Hmm.
This is more old school. Slinky and the Corn Popper made the list.
Oh, yes.
With the comment, wouldn't it be nice to see your kids pop something other than riddle it?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. We're working the pile here today. Things that
I like
just
that.
There's no major breaking story. Epstein. Okay, we're waiting.
I just asked the kids the other day what they want for Christmas. And Waylon wants a laptop. He wants a computer like he has at school because they use those little Chromebooks. And Remy wants an American Girl doll and a PlayStation 5, which she won't even use. But her big brother has one. So that was a request.
Breaking news from Jacqueline.
Short wave. Take it down, quick. What's it say? Shut up.
I asked her how the key lime pie was. She says, eating with a fork from the work fridge will not take home. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
With 3 heart exclamation points.
Ah.
So I'm happy about that. Listener Steven says, believe it or not, Hawaii has seen its first snow of the season. That beats Denver, New York, Minneapolis, and Green Bay. Is it the climate change?
Wow.
I don't hear any of the climate alarm people. Well, they were mad when a YouTube weather guy, in the most innocent of ways, simply posted that, hey, we didn't have any landfalling hurricanes in September. And they were angry because they want landfalling hurricanes so they can perpetuate their climate beazle schmeazle.
Do you want to hear something I thought about the other day when we were talking about this? That has never been called a conspiracy theory. Even though it's the biggest one.
I agree.
It's never been called that. And it's because they want people to believe it so bad.
They have succeeded to the point where it is the number one issue for people under 30 that think this planet, which has survived everything, including Democrats.
This is why
burst
you
into
don't
flame.
trust those people, because they call everything that they don't want you to believe a conspiracy theory. And they all end up being true. But that's the biggest one, and it's never been called that.
Somewhere else in the world, earlier this year, a volcano erupted. They were using that to support climate change.
Mm-hmm.
What does a volcano have to do with it? That's underground stuff. Magma comes from
that's
underneath.
Geological.
Do any of them have any idea what's happening under our very feet right now? I mean, I remember in grade school, a teacher read a story about a Mexican farmer named Pedro. And Pedro was working his farm one day when he noticed the ground was making fizzing and popping noises. It was spitting up dirt, and he wasn't sure what it was. The next day, when Pedro went out to his field, there was a mound where the popping was going on, and the dirt at the top was still spitting up and so forth. And it kept growing. And eventually it became an actual full-fledged volcano.
Wild.
It just was born out of the ground. These things can happen. We don't know a fraction of the knowledge that's out there.
No.
Above us or below us.
Mm-mm.
But we should be praising God for keeping us safe from hurricanes this year so we didn't have another Helene flooding thousands of innocent people only for Joe Biden's government to tell them to screw off because you didn't vote for us. People should be going to jail for that. And why isn't that happening, Pam Bondi? I'd like to know. Or another hurricane that came and did so much damage in the Tampa area, including ripping the roof off a baseball stadium. which I believe will be repaired for next season, but nobody cares about baseball on the show. So I remember the first time Joey explained Bitcoin to me. This is way back.
Oh, yeah.
He may have been still a producer on the show. He's talking to me about Bitcoin. And I don't understand it because you can't see it. I don't know what is it? It's an account.
It's money that you control yourself. It's not in a bank.
Oh. But what gives it redeemable value? I mean, well, look, the dollar bill in my pocket is no better because you know what why we think a dollar is worth a dollar? Because we think it's worth a dollar. That's it. That's all we got back in our entire monetary system. But check this out on the value of Bitcoin, because the first purchase using Bitcoin was made on May 22nd, 2010. A developer bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. 10,000 Bitcoins today would be worth $1 billion. But back in 2010, all you could get was a couple of pizzas. So I don't understand it. There are just some things, man, it just ricochets off my head. I'm no dummy.
Well, I mean, it's just, well, we base our money off of our gold, right? Yeah. So we have, you know, a set amount of gold, hopefully, and that's what gives our money value. But there are cultures that put their value in other things. They use other things to barter and trade. And Bitcoin is one of those things. It's the value is in it because other people, they found the value in it because it is not in centralized banking. You have your own control over it.
But gold is a commodity that's rare or precious metal, whatever you want to call it. And you have to get it out of the ground. But once you have it in your hand, it is seen as value by the cultures. So it's worth X number of dollars. But you can hold it in your hand. You can't do that with a Bitcoin. You do it with silver.
Well, this is the technology era.
All of this is making me sound old.
Maybe Edward has some insight.
Well, then let's talk to Edward.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Joey is definitely a lot more knowledgeable on this, but I can kind of touch on a little bit of the valuation with Bitcoin. There's only a certain amount available worldwide that can be mined.
Yes.
The more that's mined, the less is becoming available, which in turn drives up the price. Compare that to the federal dollar, which is only based upon the full faith and credit of the United States government. Unfortunately, it is not backed by gold anymore. We got removed off of that a few decades back. But that's part of Bitcoin itself, and then you've got all of the cryptocurrencies in general. But mainly, that's what drives the value up, is because there literally is only going to be so much of it available. Whereas with the dollar, they can just keep printing it and printing it and printing it, thus lowering the value of it more and more. I hope that makes sense.
It did.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate the call.
You're great.
So there's a finite amount of Bitcoin.
Yes, I did know that. They have people who literally are just like working coding to mine the Bitcoin, where they're hoping to just get the sequence of numbers that matches more Bitcoin. For real.
I believe you. But I have to talk about cars.
Please do. Show me some.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. And we like to start at Jack Ingram Signature Used Cars, where I'm an 8-time customer. And in large part because I was told before I ever bought a car there about how particular they are about the products that they resell. And remember my friend Tip there called me up and he says, hey, if you're looking to upgrade from your stepson's current vehicle, which was fine. It was a Saturn. It ran. It was, fine little car, but he had earned it. So he called me over to look at a Subaru that they had just taken in. It had a perfect Carfax report. The man that was trading it in with 90,000 miles on it Had owned it for 10 or 12 years. It was 2009. And he kept the most meticulous set of records on the maintenance of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So look at this. You get the whole diary with the car. And like every other vehicle I purchased from them, it ran perfectly, never had an issue, just regular maintenance. And they've got a couple, if you're looking for a starter car for a new driver. This 2012 Camry, it's gorgeous. There's a video to accompany it at Jack Ingram SignatureUseCars.com. $79.99. And a 2019 Hyundai Elantra at $79.99. And a number of options under 10, including a 2015 Mercedes-Benz M-Class ML350. $99.97. And the ML350 has basically kept its lines. It's one of those cars you really can't tell what year it is, but it's a Mercedes, top of the line. And if you're looking for a large SUV, they got a 2013 GMC Yukon Denali at $99.99. They stand behind what they sell, but boy, these cars go through it before they're put on the floor. They just don't say, oh, that looks nice, let's sell that. Got to have a clean Carfax report. Mechanics test 84 points on the engine to make sure it runs at factory specs, no exceptions. The body shop goes over the car from front end to back. And then and only then does it make it to the floor with a price. 25 lending partners will get you done. Just get yourself in because it's always a good time to love what you drive at Jack Ingram Signature Used Cars. Here's Skipper at 440.
Well, taking a look around the area, we are seeing pretty heavy traffic now on I-65 and 85 East and East-South Boulevard are very busy. Taylor Road, Vaughn Road, Fairview Avenue, Norman Bridge, loading up, as well as all of our roads outbound from Montgomery, especially Troy Highway and 231 to Wetumpka. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic and building. At McKenna Nissan, they've got 0% financing up to 60 months on 2025 Pathfinders, Rogues, and Muranos. It's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Might get into a little history here in just a minute. First, though, 1819 News.
1819 News. U.S. Senator Katie Britt is responding to the recent vote within the Bessemer City Council that involves rezoning an area so that a data center can be built on 100 acres of currently forested land. Britt says she's concerned with how the data center's power draw will affect the energy rates here in the state, with Alabama already having the highest power rates in the Southeast. Senator Britt also doesn't want the land used for the data center to interfere or impede with the building of a Northern Beltline in Jefferson County. She insists that the Northern Beltline is a top priority for the state. Senator Britt believes that the Northern Beltline will unlock endless potential for that part of the county. Britt says she understands that the data centers are part of the U.S. maintaining a lead over China when it comes to artificial intelligence, but she says she also wants Americans to be smart about where those data centers are placed when it comes to land and energy requirements. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness License Plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
An Auburn woman has died after her vehicle crashed with a school bus this past Tuesday. There were no students on board the bus at the time of the crash. It occurred near East University Drive. This woman has not yet been identified. She died at the scene. Allegiant Air is going to offer a nonstop route between Huntsville and Gulf Shores, making it incredibly easy to avoid driving through Alabama in order to get from the northern part of the state to the southern. The flights will begin in May of next year. Special ticket prices are being offered for these introductory flights, and they go on sale today. I'm Andrea Tice. For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com.
And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
From the beginning, they were applauded. The music that sold over 100 million records. Chicago, May 13th, 7:30 p.m., the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. The music of Chicago, May 13th, 7:30 p.m. Chicago, May 13th, 7:30 p.m., the Montgomery Performing Arts Center.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Since 1993, Chad has been showing up, ready to help with whatever your home AC needs. His mission? To serve first. Chad takes the time to understand exactly what you're looking for, and if he can help, he'll walk you through the best options, sometimes even with 0% or low payment financing to make things easier. No more sweating over hot and cold spots, surprise $700 energy bills, or wondering if your unit will make it through another season. Call Chad today at 784-9144. That's 784-9144.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs. At Adams Drugs, we offer a wide variety of services, including delivery, compounding, wellness clinics, and immunizations. Now is the time to visit any Adams Drugs location and get your flu shot. Getting an annual flu shot can help prevent you from getting the flu, reduce the severity of symptoms if you get the flu, and prevent serious complications such as hospitalization and death. Getting your flu shot at Adams Drugs protects you from getting sick, but it also makes sure that those around you, especially those at high risk, remain safe. Each year, up to 49 million people in the U.S. contract the flu. Depending on the flu virus's severity, deaths as a result of flu complications could skyrocket to 79,000 people nationwide. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for a location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hannah, did we just really open up our own real estate brokerage?
We sure did. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group is officially here.
So this isn't just another name in real estate?
Nope. It's still us, the same hardworking individuals. It's just us leveling up to give our clients the best service possible.
More experience, more energy, and more results.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, who you have on your sign matters. So give me, Hannah Grantham, a call at 334-368-6358.
Or Eddie Bader at 334-322-0662.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Rich Thomas weather brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Summer is over, but the deals are hot at Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Just $29 service fee for all your AC and plumbing needs. Better call Clark today. Alabama certification number 09098.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not only are the days warm and near record highs, but the nights are moderating as well. Partly cloudy tonight, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, Thursday, the record high is 81. I think that record could fall. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms holding off till Friday night into Saturday. Boy, we need the raindrops desperately. We'll be near 80 on Friday and Saturday, and I think a dry day Sunday with a high around 74. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your cause, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Live local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now, Dad Joke Theater.
Honey, someone just called my phone, sneezed, coughed, and then hung up.
That's very strange, dear.
I'm getting sick and tired of these cold calls.
Join us again for another Dad Joke Theater.
All right, it is 4:47. Brett McDonald at 5:15. Although the time is a lie. Somebody rolled their eyes at me yesterday. I will not identify this individual. But somebody rolled their eyes at me because, I'm still not quite up with this last time change.
Mm-hmm.
This digital clock says 4:47. My body says we should be getting ready to go to bomb hours.
Yeah.
That said, I don't know how much of this I'll be able to play, but Rich Thomas sent me a video. We're both big history freaks. And for all the history I have studied, and especially American history in the 30s, all of World War II, all theaters, the Roosevelt family, the Roosevelt presidency, et cetera, et cetera. Not so much because I'm a big FDR fan. I think he did a lot of bad things. But he turned me on to something I had never heard before. And it's a letter that Franklin Roosevelt wrote to Truman 2 weeks before he died. I still find it interesting to go to Warm Springs, Georgia, into the little White House and walk through the living room, see the card table where FDR was just had lunch, smoking a cigarette. There's a burn hole in the card table. That's where he had the cerebral hemorrhage. And then right around the corner is the bedroom and the bed where he died. And for a day, Warm Springs was the most important city on the planet. That just blows me away. And it's a really cool place to tour. In fact, I've said this before and I stand by it. It smells like 1945 in there because of the furniture, which reminded me of my grandmother's stuff, old cedar and things like that. The kitchen, the original kitchen is still there with all these barbaric stoves and things, but that's how it was. But I never heard about this letter that Roosevelt wrote to Truman. I'm going to share this YouTube video here.
Okay.
I hope it's the right one. If it's not, at some point, maybe tomorrow, we'll take about 10 minutes or so. You got to hear this because this letter was transformational in the life and presidency of Harry Truman because it was so insulting. Let's see what we got.
45. The time was 5:47 in the evening. Harry Truman had been president for exactly 2 hours and 12 minutes. He was sitting in what was now his office in the White House. He was still in shock from the speed of events. Roosevelt was dead. Truman was president. The world had changed in an instant. Matthew Connolly entered the office. He would become Truman's appointment secretary. He was carrying a sealed envelope. "Mr. President," Connolly said. He was still getting used to addressing Truman that way. "This was in the Resolute desk. It's marked to be opened by my successor upon my death. It's addressed to you." Truman took the envelope. It was heavy, cream-colored stationery. This was the kind Roosevelt used for personal correspondence. Across the front, in Roosevelt's own distinctive handwriting, it read, "To Harry S. Truman, Vice President of the United States. To be opened only upon assuming the presidency." Truman's hands shook slightly as he broke the seal. He expected some words of encouragement, maybe some advice on how to handle the tremendous burden he was inheriting. What he found instead would haunt him for the rest of his life. The letter was dated March 28, 1945. That was just 15 days before Roosevelt's death. It was written in Roosevelt's own hand. His writing had become shaky and difficult to read, but the content was clear enough.
Are you guys here for the halftime show?
Oh, no. We're here to help people customize
Too
and save
bad.
Liberty Mutual.
So that's why the emu...
Skip.
Truman began reading. "Dear Mr. Truman, if you are reading this, I am dead, and you are now President of the United States. I write this not to welcome you to the office. I write this to record my honest assessment of the situation you have inherited, and I write to record my assessment of your capacity to handle it. I owe you at least the truth, however unpleasant." Truman felt his stomach tighten. The tone was already wrong. This wasn't a supportive letter from a dying president to his successor. This was something else. He continued reading. "Let me be frank. I never wanted you as my vice president. You were forced upon me by party bosses. They cared more about winning Missouri than about governing the country. I accepted you because I had no choice. Not because I believed you were qualified for the role you might be called upon to fill.
It's all true.
The last 82 days have done nothing to change my assessment." Truman had to stop reading. He put the letter down. He walked to the window, trying to control his breathing. Roosevelt's first words to him as president were to say he was never wanted. He was told he wasn't qualified. Truman stood there for several minutes. Then he forced himself to return to the desk. He had to continue reading. He had to know what else Roosevelt had written. "You lack the intellectual capacity for this job. You lack the worldly experience. You lack the personal sophistication required to be an effective president. This is especially true during this critical period in history. You have spent your entire political career as a creature of the Pendergast machine in Missouri. You were a county judge who stumbled into the Senate. You got there through luck and political connections, not through merit. Your tenure in the Senate had some modest accomplishments, but it demonstrated the limits of your capabilities. You are a small-town politician. You have been suddenly thrust into global responsibilities you cannot comprehend. Truman's face was burning. Roosevelt was systematically dismantling him. He was attacking his background, his intelligence, his entire career. But the letter continued, and it got worse. I have deliberately kept you uninformed about critical matters of state. This was not an oversight. It was a conscious decision. It was based on my judgment. I decided you lacked the sophistication to understand these matters. I decided you lacked the discretion to handle them properly. The Manhattan Project. Our agreements with Churchill and Stalin. The complex diplomatic arrangements that will shape the post-war world. I did not brief you on these matters. I did not trust your judgment regarding them.
Right there.
Hmm.
This is almost an admission of treason. Because through the democratic process, Harry Truman was his vice president, like it or not.
Yeah.
It's well established. They actually sat together twice in the after the election. And as Roosevelt says, he never briefed him on anything. Now, knowing the gravity of all that was at stake at that time, to not tell your vice president because you have a low opinion of him, and then taking the shot, it's all going to get dumped into his lap. What happens to America if he truly wasn't qualified? Think about this. This is huge. Truman ended up being ranked one of the best presidents ever, and you have to credit this letter because at first it hurt his feelings, and it haunted him his whole presidency and his entire life, and there was a 50-year moratorium on it being shared to the public. But not long after reading this is why, and already Truman, in the brief time he'd been president, all the people that FDR had in house just kept telling him, well, this is what FDR would have wanted. This is how Roosevelt would have handled it. And it gets old because he's dead.
Yeah.
And Truman purged virtually every advisor that was loyal to Roosevelt.
Man, after that, I would too.
Yeah. And put in his own people who he knew would have at least some level of fealty to him. But he turned that anger, that hurt, that pain into motivation.
Absolutely.
He was not naive about Stalin. I mean, right there, Roosevelt's naivety about Stalin really negates almost anything good the man did, because he basically put all the pieces in place in his liberal naivety for the Cold War and all those years of nuclear escalation and so many other things. Again, it's like, what if James A. Garfield had not been shot? Garfield wanted blacks to vote. He wanted black people to have the same rights, the same freedoms as white people. Instead, imagine that. If that process had begun in 1880, we wouldn't need a Civil Rights Act. There would have been, it would have taken time, but there would have been, with freedom and assimilation in society, and a president who would not have put up with some of the stuff that happened in the aftermath. Think about that. I mean, the assassination of Garfield by that lunatic, Guiteau, set this country back decades, many, many decades. Just amazing. So those two events, and I just watched, if you have not seen it, if you like good, well done, intellectual stimulation and entertainment, Death by Lightning on Netflix is, in my opinion, the best thing they've ever produced.
Oh.
People need to know about James A. Garfield. I believe that this program will get multiple Emmy Award nominations for all the principal actors. Nick Offerman, clown on Parks
Parks
and
and Rec.
Rec,
Mhm.
you know, and all that. But he plays Chester A. Arthur, who was at one point a corrupt and very, very dirty, who even told Garfield while he was vice president, we agree on nothing. He tried to resign the vice presidency because he knew that it had dissed him in the newspapers in public, and Garfield was just a remarkable guy. He says, okay, well, now I don't accept your resignation. A lesser man would have said, get the hell out. There's 80 people I could pick that would at least work with me and support my agenda. And Arthur did reform because he looked at what he had done. Garfield's wife challenged him to find the better man inside. And Arthur served for a term and resigned, died a year after he left office. But what you'll see in there is the same deep state, same corruption that Donald Trump has been dealing with and every other president has had to negotiate with at one point or another. And why is it that there's always an assassin to take out the good guy?
Mm.
You know, the guy that wants to end the corruption, that wants to end the real government, which in too many cases has had nothing to do with the president. It's the entrenched people. So what do you think of that?
Wow.
You should. Wow. We can get to, because history is really, the events of today are not new.
No. Mm-mm.
They've happened many, many times in the past.
So if you still trust the government, what the heck is wrong with you?
Exactly.
Where you been?
It's got a long way to go before it ever really, truly gets cleaned up.
But if it's been this way for so long, can it?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Without some,
elbow grease. It's 5 o'clock already. So let's check traffic. Let's get Wall Street business. Let's get ready for Grant McDonald.
Well, we got a very busy afternoon going on. We are seeing very heavy traffic all over Montgomery, especially I-65 and 85 East and East-South Boulevard, 231 to Wetumpka, Troy Highway, Highway 80 to Selma, and 331 into Crenshaw County, light to mostly moderate and building. We're busy all over. High school students get a head start on college with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Over 400 students are taking advantage of the program. Registration going on now for spring of 2026. Go to TrentonState.edu/dual enrollment for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. President Trump says American and Saudi companies are making new deals to boost investment in the United States.
$270 billion in agreements and sales are being signed between dozens of companies, and that's just happening today, $270 billion.
And a great deal of that investment aimed at the energy sector.
The world's two leading energy superpowers, America and Saudi Arabia, are partnering on energy like we've never partnered before.
The president spoke today at the U.S.-Saudi Investment Forum here in Washington. Pennsylvania Senator Dave McCormick says he's glad the president has backed off from some tariffs on foods like cocoa.
It's going to be to the great benefit of Pennsylvania and those chocolate manufacturers.
And that includes Hershey, of course, based in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And a winning day on Wall Street at the closing bell. All the major indexes were higher. The Dow was up by 47 points. The S&P 500 up 24. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage.
And I'm Madeline Cannon. It's true, rates aren't as low as they have been for the past couple of years, but there are still many homeowners that could benefit from refinancing their current mortgage. There are a lot of things in life that are out of our control, but your mortgage rate is not one of them. If you currently have an adjustable rate mortgage, then you owe it to yourself to give us a call.
Adjustable rate mortgages make sense for some people in stable markets, but in this wild, ever-changing rate environment, it only makes sense to secure a fixed interest rate. A fixed interest rate rate will give you the peace of mind that your rate is locked. Your rate will not be subject to change with the political and economic tides.
At Alabama Home Mortgage, you can personalize your term. We offer 8-year to 30-year mortgages and everything in between. Grab your mortgage statement and give us a call.
Call Alabama Home Mortgage, the #1 mortgage lender in Alabama, today at 567-4223, or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
Need some extra cash? Gold and silver are at an all-time high. Turn your old coins, currency, or gold and silver into money at Trademark Coins and Currency, the only coin shop in the River Region with over 40 years of experience. Veteran owned and operated, and proudly serving Montgomery from their location off Vaughn Road. Trademark Coins and Currency is always buying, and free appraisals means there's no pressure, just real value. Make an appointment today. Learn more at trademarkcoinsandcurrency.com. Trademark Coins and Currency. Experience you can count on.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
3-time Grammy-nominated blues rock superstar Joe Bonamassa is coming to the Montgomery Performing Arts Center on November 30th. And News Talk 93.1 has your tickets to the show. Be listening to Greg, Rich, and Jay in the morning for your chance to win. It's Joe Bonamassa live at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center on November 30th from News Talk 93.1.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
God loves you. Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bernie Bennett. The prosecution of former FBI Director James Comey has hit another hurdle. The Justice Department acknowledged in court Wednesday a possible lapse in how the case was presented to a grand jury. The revelation that the full grand jury didn't receive a copy of the final indictment came during a hearing where Comey's lawyers asked the judge to throw the case out on grounds of the government is being vindictive. Comey has pleaded not guilty to charges accusing him of making a false statement and obstructing Congress. President Donald Trump's Justice Department says Comey was indicted because he broke the law, not because the president ordered it. Congress is sending President Trump a bill to compel the Justice Department to make public its case files on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. It's potentially far-reaching development in survivors' years-long push for a public reckoning over how the well-connected financier abused and trafficked teenage girls. This is SRN News.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Americans are getting overwhelmed with the unpredictability of the Middle East situation, the ongoing government shutdown, and growing social upheaval at home. These all add up to a perfect storm of uncertainty for financial markets. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-741-GOLD to get your free gold and silver rollover information kit. We can help you navigate the complicated options you may be considering for your IRAs and 401ks. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-741-GOLD.
gravy. I hope you have a good supply. Pass the gravy. Because this turkey's really dry. Pass the gravy. All the moisture's been sucked out. Pass the gravy. Pass the gravy. It's like a desert in my mouth. Pass the gravy. I'm gonna need that gravy boat. Pass the gravy. Around my meat, I'll make a moat. Pass the gravy. My turkey, it needs several coats. Pass the gravy. Pass the gravy.
I was just thinking back to 2009 when Whoa was in office.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving down Mulberry last night, and I thought it was Obama behind me. It was an ambulance. Whoa. When he suggested that Americans sit around the Thanksgiving table and talk about his damn health care plan. What an asshat. I'm sure there were a few lively discussions, and somebody probably had their face shoved into Aunt Tilda's green Jell-O mold. Unbelievable. And here we are today. There's stories all over the internet on the damage that and they still can't get rid of it. It's like herpes. The Obama, that's what they should call it, the herpes care, because you can't get rid of it, ever. And it's done nothing but drive prices up, just create new bureaucracies and layers and committees to approve what you can have and what you can't have, and it's just crap. I think Trump is working on something to try and replace it. It's got to go. That was Obama's signature legislation. He should be in hiding. We should be carrying burning torches to that turd, that cement turd he's building in Chicago as a monument to himself, which nobody wants to give money to, but it's already cost $850 million. As far as I know, there isn't so much as a leaflet in it. Got that out of my system.
Mark wants to know if you're getting his emails.
No, I am not.
Are they going into spam?
Well, let's take a look. Yes, they're all in spam. What the heck?
Oh, no. There are several things that he's sent that I looked at. The Supreme Court ruled in a 5-4 decision to give President Trump sweeping wartime authority under the 1798 Alien Enemies Act. That means Tren de Aragua.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, first of all, I have to. This is not spam. So send all the other Mark Cumbies. I was wondering. I thought maybe he was mad. There's all kinds of stuff in
And a
here.
rep from California asked the Trump DOJ to open a criminal investigation into Newsom over a massive scandal involving $3 billion in taxpayer losses.
We've had people stealing the government blind with these programs. It's ridiculous. It really is. All right, Mark, thank you for the heads up. I thought you were mad at me. And why are you in my spam folder? That makes no sense. In fact, I wonder if anybody else has made it to my spam folder.
So the University of Texas at El Paso has been receiving NIL donations from the Juarez cartel.
Oh, of course.
And the university claims that they, of course, if they knew where the money was coming from, they would have rejected it.
Oh, absolutely. Of course they would have. Good for Greg Abbott in Texas. Governor designates Muslim Brotherhood as a terror org. You know that they are building 48 mosques in Texas? 42 Islamic politicians were elected 2 weeks ago yesterday,
Wow.
including the idiot that is getting New York. You think this is going to, that ideology is going to be compatible with what the rest of us do? And they are relentless. And thanks to mostly white liberal women, they're going to continue to. Anyway, Mark, I'm sorry. This is why.
I don't like spam!
512, Brant joining us in just a moment. I was at Montgomery Men's Health today. Go for regular checkups. And it's such an incredible place. And Hannah is one of the directors over there. And she, too, is amazing. Because, guys, there's so much to learn, truthfully. But what we all need to know is you got one life. It's too short for not nows or maybe laters and tomorrows. If you're noticing issues with ED or low T, then your relationships, your confidence, even your career can be affected because this sort of just continues into one ugly mental spiral. Unlike folks, and I see these all the time, they promise convenience and discretion, but their treatments are generic and often unsafe. So if you're going for the price and not the result, mistake, go to a place that's prepared not only with treatments that you have no idea that they even exist because they're not widely known. No more excuses. Montgomery Men's Health has a urologist and providers focused solely on ED and low T, the right way. No unproven snake oil or peptides without solid research. In 2022, they've been helping men reclaim their confidence with safe and effective treatments. Call 334-440-3663 now or book online in under 30 seconds at montgomerymenshealth.com. Their urology foundation means freedom to practice medicine the right way, not confined by one-size-fits-all pills. Did you know there's treatments that can help you maintain what you have or improve it? Just like going to the gym to maintain muscle, there are ways to keep ED and low T at bay without using any pills. And it's all about overall health. If you're starting to notice things get shaky, don't wait. Things can get worse if ignored. Time to show up in your family and your life like never before. So no more tomorrows. Call today, 334-440-3663, or book online in under 30 seconds at montgomerymenshealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, for every man and every season of life.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
WAKA Action 8 News has brought you the River Region's first 9 p.m. news since 2007. Now you can watch Action 8 News at 9 on the Montgomery CW. Want to know where to find it? Go to Channel 22 with your antenna, DirecTV or Dish Network, Channel 14 on Charter Spectrum, Channel 7 on C Spire, and Channel 19 on WOW. Get your Weather Authority forecast, lace up sports coverage, and your local news. It makes a difference where you get your 9 p.m. news. Watch Action 8 News at 9 on the Montgomery CW.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not only are the days warm and near record highs, but the nights are moderating as well. Partly cloudy tonight, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, Thursday, the record high is 81. I think that record could fall. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms holding off till Friday night into Saturday. Boy, we need the raindrops desperately. We'll be near 80 on Friday and Saturday, and I think a dry day Sunday with a high around 74. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
517 on News Talk 93.1 FM. We now join Mr. Right on the Money, Brett McDonald from Invista Advisors. My first question, Brett, how did NVIDIA do today? Wasn't today their earnings day?
You're exactly right, Greg. And they did report a little while ago, actually a little over an hour ago. The numbers were not bad, I have to say. They really weren't. The problem is, like I was saying yesterday, everyone expects NVIDIA to beat their numbers. I mean, really, that's kind of the new sort of the game in town these days with markets. It's like, here's the estimate for revenues, here's the estimate for earnings. And really, if you just hit those numbers, then the stock gets crushed. But when you beat them, the stock usually does really well. But in the case of NVIDIA, not only do you have to beat them, but you have to like really beat them, and they really beat them. So, but with that being said, though, the stock right now, if you look at it in after hours trading, it's been vacillating between up like 2% and up like 5%, back and forth. That's not unusual. The real question is it going to hold tomorrow? Because again, expectations are so high around this artificial intelligence trade. And people are going to want to listen to the conference call and take a really deep dive into the numbers, because as I was talking about yesterday, there's been a lot of question marks around this sort of this incestuous circular investment that's been going on, where you've got NVIDIA, investing in OpenAI, and then OpenAI investing in something else, and then that company is buying NVIDIA's chips. It's just sort of it's a weird, I guess, circular sort of financial.
That was the word I was
arrangement,
going to suggest. Circular,
yeah. Yeah. But outside of that, I will say tomorrow, we believe it or not, this is the first jobs report we're going to get from the federal government. The Department of Labor in the morning is going to release non-farm payroll numbers for the month of September.
Wow!
Not for the month of October. So we'll get to see what September numbers look like. We're not going to get a CPI report. We will get November's CPI report on December the 10th. Again, we're getting information as it comes to us, and it's been sort of back and forth as to what we'll get and what we won't. But in the meantime, we're also watching out, Greg, this Japanese thing. We keep talking about Japanese bond yields, and we've talked about the yen carry trade before. I know when I try to talk about this stuff, I don't want to make people go cross-eyed or crash their cars, because it's a little bit mind-numbing conversation. But the bottom line is, for the last 20 years, Japan has experienced incredibly low interest rates, much, much lower than even the United States had during the period of time when we were at zero. I mean, Japan was experiencing negative interest rates. So you think about all the people around the world. These are sophisticated institutions that borrowed trillions of dollars in Japanese yen from Japanese banks. And last I looked, it was around a $20 trillion total amount of money over that period of time. And they borrowed that money, converted it to dollars, then took the dollars, invested those dollars into U.S. treasuries, and bought U.S. stocks. So you're talking, again, about trillions and trillions of dollars of what we call a carry trade. Now the Japanese are experiencing a rough time economically. Their bond yields have exploded higher, and they're beginning to lose control of the situation. So as Japanese bond yields go up, it's going to force those people who are in that trade to have to sell the stuff they bought, which is U.S. stocks and U.S. treasuries, in order to go and cover their short in Japan and unwind that trade. And that is on everyone's mind. It could be sort of potentially violent. Tomorrow, the Japanese are auctioning, another some 30 and 40-year JGBs, which are Japanese government bonds. So we'll see how that goes. That's a big deal as well. And I could go on and on with you, Greg. There's just so much. And then we haven't even talked about the Epstein stuff,
Yeah.
and the implications that could have in the next 30 days when Pam Bondi releases all of that. So, anyway, a lot to digest.
I expect, I think we've talked about this earlier in the show. Trump has been playing chess with this whole Epstein thing. At first saying they don't need to be released, which immediately made the Democrats think he's got something to hide. So then the Democrats want the files released. And then Trump says, yeah, we should release the files because I've got nothing to hide. And now the Democrats don't want him to do that because it's Democrats in those files that are going to get hurt. It's just an amazing game to watch. But I am concerned because the president's polling very poorly on the economy. People like you have been telling us from day one. It's going to take time. It didn't happen overnight for Ronald Reagan, but the 80s were a glorious decade economically. And a lot of, like you said, had to be some pain at the outset to get this ship righted. But they've got to do a better job of communicating that to people so they understand. We're turning a corner here, but it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, and that's what we've been trying to be consistent about all year, Greg. You're exactly right. I mean, the Trump administration, and we knew this. We were getting this from our channel checks and our contacts in Washington, that he was going to take the pain early. This first year was going to be tough, but I will tell you, I absolutely believe by the time we get in the first and second quarter, I do think you're going to see U.S. GDP pick up rather dramatically, and I think that's going to really help consumer confidence and consumer sentiment. And I think that the timing of it could be really good because it will help the Republicans in the midterms. And but you're right. In the meantime, it's a tough slog, to get through it. But if you get GDP growth up into the 4s, something with a 4 handle on it, with inflation at 3, then you can do what we call monetize the debt, and that's the way you get out of the debt. And so we'll see.
Well, we appreciate your guidance all along the way here. We'll talk again tomorrow, Brent. Take care.
You got it, guys. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor, and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Might do some hot Bama Brown tonight off the Baumhauer's holiday menu at our gathering. Hot Brown. Developed at the Brown Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky in 1926 by Chef Fred Schmidt. They used the almost fried turkey. You got to try this. It's so good. Placed on barbecue bread with mushroom gravy, blanco and Parmesan cheese, finished with applewood smoked bacon and fresh tomatoes. And if I could, and garlic mashed potatoes. If I could, I would get out of this chair and order it right now.
Soon.
Yeah. So come and join us over there tonight after the show. A week from tonight is homecoming night. We do it every year, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So if you're in town or you have no family or whatever, please come and join us. It's one of our biggest nights of the year for food, fun, fellowship, and as Bob himself would say, camaraderie. So there. All right. We've got traffic. Here's Skipper, 525.
Well, we still have vehicles on the side of the road, I-65 northbound, just past Clay Street. Please get over in your left lanes to get around. A lot of folks walking around there. We also had an accident earlier, Woodley Road at McGee Road. Several other minor accidents not really causing a problem, and traffic is still very busy all over the Montgomery area. Prattville, Millbrook, and Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Great shopping at Midtown Plaza. Shop Verizon. Then eat at Hunan Garden or American Deli. Midtown Plaza, Ann Street off I-85. Another great McClinton & Company development. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Montgomery police have made an arrest in a homicide that occurred last summer. The murder happened early on the morning of July 16th in the 2300 block of East 6th Street, where 32-year-old Eric Major was found dead from a gunshot wound. Police have arrested and charged 37-year-old LaQuinton Smith with murder in the case. The Alabama Sports Hall of Fame announced its newest inductees on Tuesday. Former Auburn football coach turned U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville and his undefeated 2004 season quarterback Jason Campbell are among the 8 members of the 2026 class. The 58th annual induction ceremony will be held on May 9th. The city of Montgomery presented a donation of $100,000 to the Heart of Alabama Food Bank on Tuesday. The donation will provide approximately 500,000 meals and help the food bank continue its mission of serving the most needy members of the community. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
Trust Montgomery's glass experts to provide you with fast and convenient service when and where you need it. Find out how affordable independent glass can be. Free estimates on storefronts, shower doors, furniture tops, plate glass window glass, plexiglass, custom beveled mirrors, residential or commercial services. You come to them or Independent Glass will come to you. Call Independent Glass 263-2823, 263-2823, or stop by 2047 Bell Street near the entrance to Maxwell. Independent Glass.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Since 1993, Chad has been showing up, ready to help with whatever your home AC needs. His mission, to serve first. Chad takes the time to understand exactly what you're looking for, and if he can help, he'll walk you through the best options, sometimes even with 0% or low payment financing to make things easier. No more sweating over hot and cold spots, surprise $700 energy bills, or wondering if your unit will make it through another season. Call Chad today at 784-9144. That's 784-9144.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health.
Hey, Dad, can we play football?
Oh, no, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out? Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Montgomery Men's Health and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad. Today! Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 334-440-3663 or book now in under 30 seconds at montgomerymenshealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, for every man in every season of life.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Pestruccelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. For over 21 years, Blue Water Broadcasting has been a proud part of the River region. We're not just a company, we're your neighbors. Our owners, air staff, account executives, and support team all live right here. We believe in this community, and we stand by our slogan, Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
We praise the colorectal surgeon, misunderstood and much maligned, slaving away in the heart of darkness, working where the sun don't shine. The colorectal surgeon, it's a calling few would crave. Lift up your hands and join us, let's all do the finger wave. When it comes to spreading joy, there are many techniques. Some spread joy to the world and others just spread cheeks. Some may think the cardiologist is their best friend, but the colorectal surgeon knows he'll get you in the end. Why be a colorectal surgeon? It's one of those mysterious things. Is it because in that profession there are always openings? When I first met a colorectal surgeon, he did not quite understand. I said, hey, it's nice to meet you, but do you mind? We don't shake hands. He sailed right through medical school because he was a whiz. Oh, but he never thought of psychology, though he read passages. A doctor he wanted to be, for golf he loved to play. But this is not quite what he meant by 18 holes a day. Praise the colorectal surgeon, misunderstood and much maligned, slaving away in the heart of darkness, working where the sun don't shine.
Oh my, well, we like to have a little fun at 525. So we look for something amusing. And we hope you found it to be that way.
No.
It was, especially the bang bang.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love that.
Looking at the NewYorkPost.com, the headline, awkward moment, Jeffrey Epstein is asked about his egg-shaped penis.
I have heard about that.
And resurfaced video is creepy reaction. Want to take a closer look at this?
No.
Not his.
No.
No, the story.
Yeah, what did he say?
Newly surfaced footage shows the moment convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein flashes a creepy grin when he's bluntly asked if he has an egg-shaped wang. I'm using a street term. Pardon my vulgarity. The late predator was grilled about the odd shape of his manhood during a civil lawsuit deposition in 2009 after a number of underage girls alleged they'd been groomed and abused by him. Is it true, sir, that you have what is described as an egg-shaped thingy, to use a common chick term? The attorney for the alleged victim asked. Epstein then looks down with a smug smirk on his face before his lawyer jumps in and attempts to thwart the embarrassing line of questioning, threatening he'll cut the deposition short if it continues. The victim's attorney forges ahead anyway. One witness described your thing as oval-shaped. It was very graphic details here. Egg, oval-shaped. Seconds later, Epstein's attorney abruptly ends the interview. The billionaire financier can be seen tearing off his microphone. The humiliating clip surfaced just as another victim, Rena O., dropped a separate bombshell about his private parts, as Howard Stern would say. Oh, that's pronounced.
Can you not say the actual word on the radio?
I could, but I'm not saying it. This is a story. It's news.
I know. It is very, it's the thing now to use the actual terminology.
This
I'm
woman
just saying.
named has long claimed she was among the scores of young women preyed upon by Epstein. Told magazine maven, hey, there's a magazine maven too, not just a movie maven, but a magazine maven, Tina Brown, that the predator had an extremely deformed penis that was shaped like a lemon.
Man, that is so unfortunate.
Some people have described it as the shape of an egg.
Well, an egg and a lemon are similar
They're
shape.
kind of, yeah. One's smoother, one isn't.
Yeah, well, that's kind of insulting for them to say lemon. That insinuates something else. Ew.
I wonder if it has anything to do with that Zeppelin song about squeezing lemons. Anyway, I think it was more the shape of a lemon. It was really small when it was fully. It was probably like 2 inches.
Lord have mercy.
It was extremely deformed. That's the end of the story. Well, that's a real cliffhanger, ain't it?
Apparently Hitler also suffered.
Yes, it's called. In fact, there's a separate story on this, and maybe we'll have time
from
for
a
it.
micro PP.
Micro PP. That's the clinical term for it. What is a micro PP? All about the condition that it plagued Hitler and Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh gosh. You know,
And there's a picture of a guy holding a tape measure about 2 inches long in his lap.
I
The
think
Nazi-
my pinky is longer than 2 inches.
Mine is. The Nazi dictator
How
is found.
unfortunate.
The clinical name is Kalman syndrome. This is one
That
thing.
poor guy.
I was going to say, this is one thing. If you're going to have a syndrome and they name it for you, this is not one that you would like to have named for you.
No.
You wouldn't want to be Gargantua PB or something like that, not micro. Anyway, it's basically the same story. But, well, now we know that Hitler and Epstein. Okay, want some stats on the micro PP? On a newborn, it's less than 0.74 inches. At 5 years old, 1.5. Adults, 2.9.
That's too bad. I can understand why they were so angry.
Well, the condition, the affliction, Kalman's syndrome, affects 1.5 in 10,000 newborns in the U.S. While it can occur on its own, a micro PP is obvious. How did this get so dumb? Whose fault is this? Hypogonadotrophic hypogonadism is
hold on.
part of this disorder.
Oh my gosh. Do you have that wang sound?
This one here?
Wang!
Oh, I've got something even better, and it's so clever the way it's done in the movie. And I'm trying.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to get the movie maven to take a look at.
Colonel, you better take a look at this radar. What is it, son? I don't know, sir, but it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard. Oh my God, it looks like a huge.
Pecker!
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's.
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous
Wang! Pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying.
Willie. Yeah. What's that? Well, it looks like a giant. Johnson. Yes, sir.
And then the visuals that went with
Oh
each
gosh,
one of those are
it's
hilarious.
so good.
Is
So good.
look, I know some people are sitting there saying,
What are you, 9 years old in 4th grade?
yeah,
Sometimes we are.
Clark.
So the conversation's got me thinking.
Yes.
Maybe instead of being a dictator, Adolf was a tater. Well, you know. And if Jeffrey Epstein had grown up in Alabama, would his school nickname been a tater tot?
Mm-hmm.
These are questions that demand to be asked. And we thank you for asking them, Clark. Time is it? 5:40 already? Well, we have to get back to the traffic dungeon for starters. Rich has got a forecast.
Well, we still have vehicles on the side of the road, I-65 northbound, just past Clay Street. Please get over in your left lanes to get around. A lot of folks walking around there. We also had an accident earlier, Woodley Road at McGee Road. Several other minor accidents, not really causing a problem, and traffic is still very busy all over the Montgomery area. Prattville, Millbrook, and Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Great shopping at Midtown Plaza. Shop Verizon. Then eat at Hunan Garden or American Deli. Midtown Plaza, Ann Street off I-85. Another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
I bought your Christmas present, and it's custom so you can't return it.
What is it? Where'd you get it?
Delta Printing. I ordered monogrammed wine glasses for my sister, photo ornaments for Grandma's tree. I also got Mom custom table linens and printed your face on golf balls for your brother.
Delta can do all that? I thought they were just business printing and signs.
Nope, Delta Printing and Sign can do it all.
Delta Printing and Sign. Your one stop for Christmas cards, custom gifts, business cards, and more. Visit letdeltadoit.com or call 271-COPY.
Before you commit to that plumbing repair or upgrade, get a second opinion from Headley Plumbing. Our estimate could save you thousands. We do it all: residential, commercial, and septic tank service, serving the entire river region. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the river region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
This is the greatest opportunity for exquisite jewelry from Marguerite's. Marguerite's is filled to the gills for the holiday season. Marguerite's blowout is on. Every single item at Marguerite's has a crazy, wacko, insane price. You can lay away for Christmas at the cuckoo prices. Watch batteries, $8. Rhodium dipping, $19. 60% off all diamonds. Every item at Marguerite's is insanely priced. Marguerite's, Vaughn Road.
Buy now, pay later. With a holiday loan from ASC Credit Union, you can borrow what you need today and make no payments for 90 days. The holidays are coming fast. Black Friday deals, Cyber Monday steals, gifts, travel, and more. Don't let your budget hold you back from making this season magical. Shop stress-free and enjoy the holidays on your terms.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this. Listen close. You got a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not only are the days warm and near record highs, but the nights are moderating as well. Partly cloudy tonight, overnight low temperature in the upper 50s. Then for tomorrow, Thursday, the record high is 81. I think that record could fall. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms holding off till Friday night into Saturday. Boy, we need the raindrops desperately. We'll be near 80 on Friday and Saturday, and I think a dry day Sunday with a high around 74. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Today's show is brought to you by your local Walmart store. That reminds you, we'll be closed on Thanksgiving. We're doing that so that everyone who uses our self-checkout aisles can spend the day with family and friends. See you the day after for Total Chaos Friday.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Give this a quick listen.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. You are on your phone a lot. You yell at me about screen time while you spend hours doom scrolling in your free time. Hypocrites, it's all your fault, you're my parents. What in the heck did you expect? It's just how I was raised. You're on your phone all day. And just in case you forgot it, it's my cell phone, but you bought it. And I wanna be just like you, but you're saying do as I say, not as I do.
All right, the story this morning is there are parents that are sending their kids to camps to detox them from phone addiction.
You can just do that at home,
We'll just
but it takes effort.
Hi, who is calling us at 272-9228? Welcome.
Steve.
Steve,
Hey,
what's
Steve.
up, Steve?
I like answering when Steve calls. Of course, you would pick it up.
I didn't know. I'm not trying to interfere with anybody's fun. So what's on your mind this afternoon, Steve?
Well, I want to know when I don't know if there's motion thing filed with the court or whatever, but I am sick and tired of these lawmakers that should get 10 times the penalty we do for breaking law, for sitting there inciting people to break laws.
Yeah.
And to fight ICE and all the other stuff. These people need to be incarcerated, or something needs to be happening. Need to be tried for treason, or get them out of this country.
Isn't it amazing how they are openly insurrecting and encouraging violence and nothing's happening? All Donald Trump did was tell people to behave. He got impeached and everything else. This is how out of whack the whole system is.
Yeah, the Attorney General should be able to do something about it. But I mean, if you and I went out there and encouraged people to break the law and incited these violent protests and stuff, they'd put us in the slammer so fast your head would spin.
And now I got to read today that Judge Bo Asberg may be holding the Trump administration in contempt, and it's all over that Maryland man deportation. But the court,
let it go.
Didn't the court?
He needs to be disrobed.
And then some. And I think he has a micro penis, but that's just my opinion.
That's what we're going to start saying about everybody that we don't like, who does egregious, dumb things.
Yes, they're MPs.
Mm-hmm.
T's.
Sounds like a real MP to me.
Yeah. Let's make that happen.
Well, everything Boasberg does, he's in violation of what the Supreme Court's told these judges. I mean, they can rule all they want to, but if they don't put some teeth in it, they might as well just shut up, you know?
So today, Bo Asberg is vowing swift action in Trump administration contempt case over, and the whole thing is that the Trump administration delayed or didn't act fast enough to please his ass over the deportation of the Maryland man. It's so ridiculous.
Maryland dad.
He needs to go to Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah, let him hang out there for a couple of weeks. I totally agree.
That's where we're going to send all the MPs.
Yeah. They won't have anything to bite, though. Thanks for the call. Not unless they're into snacks and tidbits. What else is in the pile today?
Yeah, let's see. We got a few minutes.
Cold weather makes us hungry. Well, that's a big deal. This could be a Morning Maroon nominee tomorrow.
Let's hear it.
And I've heard a similar version of the story. 53-year-old Pennsylvania man hospitalized.
Uh-oh.
After his dog accidentally shot him.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he did something stupid, like...
Men doing something stupid is not news.
No.
Shillington. There's a fancy place. I live in Shillington, Muffy.
I grew up near a Killington.
Yeah, I'm aware of that town in Vermont. Shillington. It's sort of like the Pennsylvania version of Wind Lakes. Where the
hoity-toities live.
Is.
Shillington.
Officers learned a dog had jumped onto the bed and set the gun off before they arrived at the scene. The victim told police he was cleaning his shotgun, placed it on the bed before sitting down. Aren't you supposed to empty your gun when you clean it?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of his dogs jumped onto the bed, causing the weapon to discharge into his back. The man's son was home, but not in the same room during the incident. Paramedics transported the victim to a local hospital where he immediately went into surgery. Hospital staff reported he underwent several additional operations, but is expected to be fine.
I feel like that's probably made up.
There
like
could be
something else.
It's a cover story for something.
How old
ugly.
was his son?
Does not say.
Because
well, he's 53, so his son probably late teens, early 20s.
Maybe he shot him. Maybe he got mad at him.
It's happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's been known to happen. I am going to save this for a contest. By the way, tomorrow morning, Rich Thomas and me and Jay Scott were giving away tickets to see Joe Bonamassa.
Nice.
At the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. That's old news. Old person habits that everybody should adopt. We'll save that for tomorrow.
Okay.
Like we don't know a few things, huh? You think we don't know a few things? We do.
I love old people habits.
Well, eventually, even I, said, why are you doing that? Well, I don't get it. And then you get there and then you get it.
I love those commercials that are about like people turning into their parents.
Yes.
They're so funny.
Some of those are very LOL.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, a place that's been bringing beautiful flooring within reach of everyone awaits your visit. You want to redo a room or two, get the place ready for Christmas time, and you can do it multiple ways at Georgia Floors Direct with hardwoods, laminates, tile, luxury vinyl plank flooring, and more carpeting than literally, as mom and dad used to say, shake a stick at. Rolls and rolls, mountains of carpeting, hundreds of room remnants. And a guy named Dave the rug man, who can make you a custom area rug. I mean, that even has gift potential on it. He's the only guy with that skill set here in the River region. It's 30,000 square feet of choices, not just flooring. And believe me, in all price ranges. You walk in, here's what I have to work with. What can I see if I want to put down a new layer of carpeting or a hardwood or a laminate floor? They've made it happen for tens of thousands of people over 50 years. In addition to offering a great set of window coverings and marble and granite kitchen countertops. It's so nice. The graduation from Formica to marble is one of the great moments in one's life. So if you're tired of Formica that you can never really clean, go see Jeff Mallinson and the Merry Band of Flooriers at Georgia Floors Direct on the boulevard across from Lowe's, a flooring destination since 1969, a.k.a. the year the earth stood still. Here's Skipper, final traffic update.
Well, traffic's still a bit busy in some areas around Montgomery, I-65 and 85. Also, the boulevards. We do know that most of our earlier accidents have cleared at this point. So things are looking pretty good as far as traffic flow. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. Watch out for your fellow drivers and keep it here for traffic updates. At McKinnon Toyota, trade in any non-Toyota pickup on a Tundra or Tacoma and get an extra $1,000 off. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J., Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Pamela Dubuque, thank you so much. It was a wonderful afternoon.
It was. It flew by.
We covered a lot of ground.
We did.
And a few other areas that we weren't expecting to.
Well.
But you got to go where the
Wank
takes you. I wish I had that to read, too. All right, 5:55, getting ready to see you at Baumhauer's Victory Grill, right at the end of the long bar. Nights at the long tables.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan.